Grand final of the last Gold Cup, everybody! Episode 53 will very, very likely be the last one before Read More and 4Players go down in history, unfortunately. We got Blade versus Hitman, a very, very interesting match of characters that are gracing us here with the best of 5. Blade, the champion of 2 weeks ago against Hitman, a semi-finalist of DreamHack. We got alternating hosts on very similar conditions and a 50-50 matchup. What could possibly be better? Not much. So will NA claim the very, very first Gold Cup ever? Or will it be Blade that is forever the Gold Cup champ? We'll see. Human versus Orc. We've seen this before. Where Hitman was able to defeat Hawk 2-0. Both players come into this grand final without dropping a single map. I really don't know how Blade plays against Orc, to be honest. I just haven't seen it. I haven't seen Blade in general in a long time. So, how good is he versus Orc? There was a matchup that wasn't really necessary to practice for a long time. So, instant harass. Blade, of course, a very, very talented player. Just lacks discipline most of the time. But when it comes to pure skills, he is really good. That's the first steal here, though. Was that the creep? Yeah, the wolf got the other wolf. Wolf cannibalism. Wolfabalism. Cute gamer girl, thank you for the gifted sub. Teehee. It is a quick tech. Wolf in the main causes a little bit of militia. And that is, of course, the big problem on maps like Autumn Leaves and sometimes Northern Isles. Level 2 Archmage is not easy to get. Hitman thinks, okay, that's enough. I'm keeping track of you. I'm disrupting your creeping. I'm moving myself into a position where I can once again get the middle. And the big decisions will be made in the early mid-game. Not too much of cost, of mining time, of militia calls. Just, you know, the necessary amount. And now the arcane is up, and that should be fine for everyone. As I forgot to enable my overlay. There we go. Lumber doesn't look perfect, but it's fine. As long as he has some time for the tech, which he does, he can gather some more, and then he will have the necessary lumber for the long rifle upgrade for the second hero and for Sanctums. Archmage getting level 2, stealing experience away, which is also impossible to slow down the TC. But Hitman, again, always one unit on the opponent, always getting information. And is ready to brawl. Is Blade ready to brawl? Doesn't look like it, eh? Pretty dominant harass, pretty dominant little creep jack. But you know, the big creep is already gone and Blade got his objective without taking this one or this one away from the Mountain King. Which is coming. Seems like Hawk and Blade have a similar idea to how to do this matchup. And that is rifles. Cannibalism. Lol. So Hitman with the advantage compared to the game of Hawk, or against Hawk, that his shop is up, his army is healthy. Archmage doesn't make the biggest strides towards level 3. But okay. The most important thing is MK and TC. They'll be out in a second, then power creeping starts. Items, pretty similar. No big advantage here. No big imbalance anywhere. Oh, but that's not a position you want to be in, Blade. You gotta say, Blade's part of the bracket was significantly easier than Hitman's. Hitman defeated Anima, Hawk, and Dice. Blade's strongest opponent was probably Caspant in the semifinal. Stuttering in-game sound again. That sucks. Is that fixed? I hope it is.
A player's forces are under attack.
Good Stormbolt gets the kill. But as always, the TC is leveling faster thanks to the headhunters. Rifles can't really catch up. And yeah, that's the Hitman move, right? On these maps. Have a decent early game, prevent level 3, grab the middle, have a strong TC, fight. And that's a pretty straight up, streamlined, efficient game plan. Sick tankiness on this TC. On this Mountain King, sorry. Book of the Dead should be countered usually by one Dismal. But for Blade, the red spot might work, whether Hawk was pretty badly creepjacked here. And it does. So both heroes will be rising up to 3. Talisman. More HP, more tankiness. Boots, of course, something that you're not too happy with. Okay, we're meeting each other on 50-50 food. Blade got a lot on the western side of the map. And is rewarded with a great mana potion. That's pretty sick. And why not do this harass again? Because it worked so wonderfully against Hawk. Forces a TP, you can cover the retreat, maybe get to the shop, see what is, your opponent is doing, and expand. Feels like Hitman has a really good idea. How to play this match, where is the opening, when can I do damage, when do I have to cover my part of the map. But XP wise, Blade is a lot closer to Hitman than a Hawk ever was. Ooh. But on the other side, Hawk gave Hitman 2 big openings with every single fight. Xavier next, thank you for the 7-month resub. Oh, that was a sweet Book of the Dead, but also great experience. Breaks through that with through this, what was it? Through something with an invo potion not to be stomped. It was a good connection. Rifles run to the back line, and TC again, such a carry. Not too much to do for this Mountain King, not too much to hit, and the combo of Stomp, Lightning Shield, Chain Lightning, if there's no healed scroll on the other side. That's just brutal. But the Mountain King is still trying to hold his ground. Forces the TP now. Did do some damage, but significantly more on Blade's side, who lost his second TP. in quick succession.
Forces are under attack.
Nice denied, paying attention to details here. So looking at the value, a clear win for Hitman while covering for his expansion. Gotta keep that in mind. That wasn't an all-in, that wasn't designed to decide the game. That was just to keep Blade away, because the big part of this rifle build is that it's designed to kill expansions, but he's in no position to do so. The XP pretty much the same. Will swing a bit into Blade's favor. Ancient Django. Incredible. Water Elemental did good damage, but nothing that's impossible to hold. Oopsie, gotta be a little careful here. Blade just so aggressive, and the TC once again in the middle of it all. Not sure if there's a heal scroll. I don't think so, but mana on the TC is very limited. And that is turning into a problem because the Stomp is the #1 spell in the Orc army. Corterizim, thank you for the 9-month resub. Medallion of Courage on the ground, risky. But the MK, is he stuck? No focus, but oh, he came out on the wrong end here. Oh, so close. Farsi about to fall. MK about to fall. TP last second. He can't reach for another ranged attack, but Archmage! Oh, wow. Everything so hurt, so bruised. Blade is bringing the fight, that's for sure, but Hitman is just ready. As ready as he needs to be. It's of course a lot easier for Hitman coming from his own base to heal and regen up. Get a mana potion. Both second heroes so tanky now. Attack speed for the rifleman, by the way, incredible. But how do you close the gap that the second base opens up?
A player's forces are under attack.
Here's the next push. Probably the last push. And Hitman didn't repair. He was a little cheap with that. Runs into the army with a raider. Uh-oh. This TC though. Invis, boom, lightning shield stomp. Incredible combos every single time. But the backline of this army of Hitman is kind of busy with the reinforcements there. MK in the middle. The grunts protect the damage dealers and the casters. Kodo is down. And the TC is just such a monster. Invo potion on the Mountain King, but no heal potion. There's no TP on the Archmage this time. Mountain King in trouble. Level 5 on the Farseer. And that should be game. Invo potion, okay, saves us from now. Finally, the Mountain King is able to get into the backline, but just way too late. Trying to stay in range of the Archmage to get another Stormbolt out to potentially get a kill. But it's just mass murder. Level 5 now, but nothing's left. Hitman keeps the Farseer as far away from the Mountain King as possible, and that's game. And that is 1-0 for Hitman. But there was also Hitman's host. And 1-0 for him. What's the freaking game? Ah, got it. Blade is bringing a fight. Blade is bringing the fight, and it was an entertaining second chapter. Of this first map. And Hitman just 2 maps away, becoming the first American Gold Cup winner. So is the gym Discord in celebration mode already? We'll see about that. I think AL is kind of rough because of that hard opening, with that late level 2 opening. Haha, Carson in chat! Of course! Now that he's winning, Carson is coming back out of nowhere. Yeah. I know how to get ya. Map number 2, Turtle Rock. What a classic. What a classic this is. We were robbed of a potential rematch between Hitman and X-Lord because Sonic eliminated X-Lord earlier. But man, the games thus far, pretty good, I would say. Blade, bottom right hand side. Hitman, upper left hand side. And will we see differing builds? Is Hitman a madman and brings the Blade Master back on this map? As it is such a unique and outdated map, we don't see a Warmel yet, but could just be grunts into headhunters, of course. But this will be a little more time for Blade to unfold a strong Archmage, creep up, expanding of course very hard here. And yeah, fast year opening it is, with probably a late Warmel. So, a 2-0 lead for Hitman would almost be the series. Does Blade have the fighting spirit to claw back into a series? I don't know. Doesn't strike me as the guy who can turn series around. So without a Blade Master, of course you can't really creep the shops super early on, but against turtles, wolves are so good. We see it on almost every map these days. Footman wanted to come in for the steal. Cheeky little bugger. Not happening. Blade starts off well with a claw. And now we just running from green to harass a bit? Because I feel Blade thinks he's really safe. No arcane, not even too many units. I mean, the militia's coming back, but still. Yeah, that's what we do. NA number 1 and 2. Good one, Vicious. So yeah, not much risk in this. The headhunters are not even coming. So it's just a grunt build on this map. And yeah, that's the problem when you skip the towers. Blade has no lumber already due to the militia creep, and now he has to call militia again. That's 1 kill. That's maybe 2 kills. Oh, the duration is lasting for so long. It's all about the workers now. Oh man, what a timing. That worked out really well.
A player's forces are under attack.
So, how do you finance the Sanctum, the long rifles, the Mountain King? Wow, this is like not too much happening, but such a big impact. Like, of course, in the greater scheme of things, this is brutal and this is almost neck-breaking. But Hitman saving so many resources by only going 2 grunts. TC coming. And the only thing it doesn't have is levels. But it's fine, since the Archmage is also only 2. Blade might have... maybe has barely enough. Whew. But, yeah. I think Hitman stroke a good timing there. Claws again, number 2. Hard-hitting Archmage, huge fireballs.
Forces are under attack.
Ho, we got Carson and Carson's mustache in the house. Nice to see that. So tame opening in here. Guys, for once, I understand that Aura is better than Stomp because the fights won't really happen in the next 2 minutes. Just a little harass, which doesn't do much. And the map is big, so having movement speed here is fantastic. Here I get it, but not when both contest the middle. Blade is getting an absurd amount of damage on this grunt. Wow, gets the kill. Big step. Oh no! Big step towards level 3. I was about to say, not if you die though. Massive, massive damage, and Hitman calculates this real well. Retreats, and the world is his oyster. With wolves and grunts, creeping turtles is fine. Going to the shop, super fine. And yo, these priests, they need to work overtime.
Player's forces are under attack.
Calls militia even. Because he's so desperate, because everything's so hurt. Not a good game for Blade at all. That's a double kill right there. Silver platter. Well, not that silver if you're getting stone bullet and surrounded, but you know what I mean. Yeah, he's Hitman reigning free. So against the claw, not the greatest. Is there a peon moving somewhere? No, right? Not this time. So he can distribute the damage real well. Here drops a heal ward. Everything will be up again. Blade is doing a decent job. in holding his ground, but that red spot alone. I mean, XP-wise, this will even out. But Hitman can still go for this turtle, for the red. Gotta be careful to not give Blade too many consumables. If he's getting like an invul and a big mana and he gets level 3, that's dangerous. No chain lightning. Third consumable. Hitman on the other side. Gotta scroll the beast, which is really not that great. But okay, Expo it is. Upper right. The peon was on the way after all. Shop control, vision, double heal scroll. Hitman is ready, it feels like. Blade still has a lot of gold, though. Also an invocation. Heal scroll. And maybe Hitman wanted to brawl a little too early, giving the red spot away. Sobi Mask! But okay, creep check opportunity. Blade rebought a TP. If not, that's his death. Easy level 3 creep. Nice! And that, okay. Red spot, bottom left hand side. So important. Biggest objective on the map. Both raids towards it. Uh-oh, Fascia. Stumble, but a little too late, I think. But okay. That is, of course, a ton of grunts, and they will all be slowed, they will all be damaged. Hitman knows this, needs to be in position. With the TC, needs heal scrolls himself. He has 3 of them. That was number 1 right there. 2 more to go. But it is all time for the Hitman expansion, which is scouted. And here's level 4, and the Invo Potion, and the Stomp. Doesn't hit too much, actually. Lightning Shield everywhere up front. And this might be the necessary damage. Blade still. Huge supply lead, but we haven't seen the last of this TC. Opens up the mosh pit once again. Kodo has eaten, retreats, well done. Mountain King, the Sobi Mask, and the Brilliance Aura. That is longevity that Hitman doesn't have in this fight. Needs to win it now or escape, and he does. That was burning through 3 heal scrolls.
Players' forces are under attack.
While covering this expo, which is done now. Not as significant damage as we've seen before. Hitman gets away into his base, heal up, and that gives the red spot to Blade, who is still in this game somehow. Whoopsie. Had to use the rune very early on. But again, from here on out, Blade has to push at some point. Very good to have the 2 mana potions now. Against this crazy mana region that the human provides. Claws again. He sold it plus 12, right? Yeah, he did. Just so much value. Oh, Flute of Accuracy. The items are turning out to be really sick. this again. Lots of mana. Hitman is getting ready for the big brawl. 2 heal scrolls this time against 1. TC Scouts thinks he's ready. Say, boys, come in. I found him. And he absolutely did. Thunderstorm all over Turtle Rock. Is it enough though? He has an Invo Potion, needs it soon. Afterwards, kinda lack of healing, huh? Because, yeah, the Invo Potion, but what else can he do? He must disrupt Blade immediately, and that's exactly what's happening. Needs to get the TC out. Speed scroll. Can't use it for the entire army. Wow, that Farseer block creates distance, but the TC dies anyway. And now the Farseer is on his own. What to do? Hitman still with a bigger army. Blade is trapped. He has no TP, and there's lightning shield everywhere. Can he make up for the lack of TC with just AoE spells? It does not look like it has. Everything is hurt and bruised. But that opens up this expansion. And all of a sudden, Blade is in a very, very decent position with the TC benched for 90 seconds and everything else in deep red. Expo down. Wow, very good comeback by Blade, whose entire tier 2 was pretty delayed. Does someone have the resource for Tavern Revive? I'm not sure, actually. Paid for itself, I guess. MK 4.9. Do you know how strong level 3 clap is? It's one of the strongest spells against this build. And it's just, yep, he knows he needs 1 kill. He gets that 1 kill. Clap already devastating. No reinforced defenses. But you know, army is not the issue. It's heroes and consumables.
Town is under siege. Players' forces are under attack.
And okay, it's hero focus again. MK close to another storm. This mana region, like, look at it. Level 3 Brilliance Aura and Sobi Mask. He can cast everything he ever wanted and more. It's so absurd. Hitman stemming against the defeat. Also with hero focus. Invo Potion ready. TP ready. Blade plays this well. Is also banking 1100 gold. Yeah, that's, like, look at the mana bar. It's like, oh, you had no mana? Oh, you almost have a Stormbolt. That's the blink of an eye. Very strong comeback capabilities by Blade. Knowing the win condition has always been one of his strengths, and that's exactly what he's showing here. Losing so much HP on the TC very early on. Blade realized this. There was no healing. And then there's a kill. Trying to down this MK now, but everything that Hitman builds will just be clapped in the absence of heal scrolls. Of course, he's trying to counter with his own AoE, but at this stage of the game, you need a level 3 spell, and that is the level 3 clap over and over and over again. Shaman are dry. The storms are impressive, and they always hit good. The lightning bolts are nice, but Hitman, this is not your game anymore. Or is it? Or is it? Probably not. No, it's not. With the TC dying again. This regen is pretty crazy, and we have ourselves a tied series with the 1-1. Yeah, can't afford to lose an expansion like that. That's too much. Despite a great game prior to this, Hitman got surprised. In the bottom right, thought he chokes him out, but Only knocked himself loopy and then lost a lot. He had very strong items. Yeah, that's true. But he earned these items. Like, he had the time to go for these items. And that was kind of risky at once. And in the bottom left, something was wrong. We have to regame. In the bottom left, he won the fight to be able to creep that red spot. So thank you, Incinerator. How's the family, mate? 40 month. Been a wild ride for sure. Oh, was that the first Christmas with your little one? Not sure. Maybe the second already. Dude, time is so fast. So, how will Hitman react to this game, and especially the end of the game? Well, the response usually CORSAIR headhunters. I don't think Hitman is getting triggered by this at all. But Blade must feel good. Getting the equalizer always feels good. Getting the equalizer in this fashion is very good. We're in for a treat, everybody. We're in for a treat. Archmage, CORSAIR, Tidehunters with the 2 turtle camps in the middle. The race is on. Expo relatively easy to creep, but also rush distance not as big as Turtle Rock. Turtle Rock was a very unique map. Because it's so big. And because it's positioned that way. So, we make a pit stop at the green. Oh, okay. Will he make a pit stop at the green? Or will he rush right over? I see Kalaxa in chat. Probably the guy who funded a couple of cups back in the day. Kalaxa Cups. Again, the American dream is dead. Seems like it's cheering for Blade. Great to see you still involved with Warcraft after all this time. And it is straight harass. No level 2 at all. Blade retreats pretty much immediately as he sees the Scout Wolf. And this time, it feels like Blade is a little better prepared. Because he doesn't have to reach out so far for the bigger creep spot. But it's again militia time. Which is always good for Orc, of course. But the tech timing is pretty incredible for Blade, right? It's always so fascinating to see Blade get so good in so little time after a certain disappearance. If only you would play consistently. Ultimate still not 2. That's a little bit of an issue. Risky starting this camp while being exposed and scouted. I mean, there's no chain lightning here, but it's a last hit battle and Blade was very confident that he's winning this. So it feels like we're again in a pretty similar situation, not too many losses on either side. Blade got his obstacle out of the way of unlocking Brilliance or reaching the tech without much interference, and he's able to build the Arcane Sanctum immediately, the rifles, you know, it's a decent early game for Blade. It's not overwhelming, he didn't kill a headhunter or anything, and map control in the middle is still with a Hitman. But I've seen worse early games. Nobody's moving away far from his game plans. CORSAIR, TC, a Shaman, of course. Ooh, is that a steal? I think so. Oh, wow. Oh my god, the inventory! Three rings! That's gonna be one strong mountain king. Haposa, thank you for the 2-month resub. So, you know what this is, right? A ring, obviously. 4 out of 4 rings. Haha, that's horrible. TC on the other side with the big mana push. That is excellent. Because longevity in fights is a problem that Orc is facing. No doubt about it. And with the mana potion, you can prevent that.
A player's forces are under attack.
Feels like this is one of the tamest games thus far. But it also feels like there's gonna be a big explosion once again. With this big TC and with this tanky MK. Will be tanky, he splits it, that's kind of fine. I think the question is, Blade, can he get into the backline better than in game 1? Because Hitman, doing this better than almost all orcs, finds a cool mix of army between grunts and headhunters. Not too sure where he's at yet. Is he just pure headhunters? Mixing in grunts now. This might be a little too early. But it's also the moment where the Mountain King does not have level 2 clap, so definitely understandable. And oh, the wolves were able, or almost able, to block the Mountain King, but he rather wants to reduce army size. Toxie, when you've been a bad kid all year and Santa gives you 3 rings. There is truth to that. Okay, Invo Potion, no bolt. That's another 2 kills. And this is just way more damage than before in this army, and it feels like Blade can't really deal with it. At least not yet. Hasn't arrived at the levels yet. But okay, no TP. There's still the mana potion. I feel like this Archmage is not gonna live much longer. He's old. He saw his prime. And oh my god, is that a Stomp here in this fight? TC in trouble? No! Oh no! Past the TP, and Blade once again sees the one way out somehow. And seizes an opportunity where there is none. Okay. Both with Tavern Revives. But so hard to retreat against a nicely timed Purge. That, of course, means that the Farseer can't get out of there. What a scrappy game this is! And what a huge donation this is! 66 euros 36 cents by Cartres. Thank you guys for a wonderful year of Warcraft. Happy holidays and best wishes for the new year. Oh man, biggest donation in a while. Biggest donation in the post-Christmas era. Thank you, mate. Dude, what a bloody brawl. But I think TC Greater Archmage, eh? What's a Mountain King without mana? Not much anymore. And the Grunts really carried this with their damage on rifles. But it's absurd how Blade gets so many kills with nothing, really. Archmage is back. Don't you tell me that Blade can turn this around. Yeah, that was of course a very unfortunate situation. Split second. Split second. After swapping over that TP, couldn't use it anymore. But that, it's once again, it's similar to Turtle Rock, where they fight forever over the rat spot. And in the end, Blade gets it, with heavier losses this time, granted. Wait, there's no clap. You're right, guys. There's no clap.
Forces are under attack.
What the hell? Ooh, careful. How do you deal with this army if not with clap? He tried on Autumn Leaves and it didn't really work. On Turtle Rock it was a little bit different because there was no headhunters.
Players' forces are under attack.
And all of a sudden Blade feels a little brave, moves on into the middle. Heal scroll though, double heal scroll on Hitman's side. Supply is even, but it's a level 5 Farseer. He was farming so much.
Players' forces are under attack.
It's incredible. Mountain King's not cheap as well, but... Oh, there's a great scout. Is he expanding again? He is, right? But with 5? Okay, how much damage is Hitman able to do? What's the item? Cutgas Pipe leaves it on the ground. Has to run back because his base is in shambles. Same play we've seen once against Hawk and twice against Hawk and once against Blade earlier. This entire Echo must be purged. Is there a single worker left? Yes! Good for him! Invis wolves, no breakers. No detection.
A player's forces are under attack.
Is there a single worker left soon? Good plays by Hitman. Expanding now because he keeps Blade busy. He did pick up the Cutgas Pipe eventually. That was why the MK was lagging behind. Hitman doesn't want to force a fight. Hitman is doing damage as there is no production and probably no hope. There is heal scroll this time. There's an invo potion this time. Dodges it again. Like, it's so beautiful how he does this every single time. Just the 6th sense for storm balls. And these are powerful storm balls. He kind of has to get them. Also Bash. Gotta be careful. Can't calculate Bash. But Blade is trying to lure him into this needle hole here. Smart situation. But it's only single target. It's only single target. Gold per minute with long distance mining, and an upcoming expansion is a little higher than this ravaged base for Hitman. And I wonder if Blade finds a solution against this now. How do you stop this? This early level 5, like, in hindsight, of course you would rather have a level 5 TC than a level 5 Farseer, but it's kind of a blessing in disguise, isn't it? This wolf play is buying all the time in the world. Did he retrain? Nope. And Hitman invested a lot into stones. So, as weird as it is, there's still a chance for Blade to do this somehow. But okay, he's gonna take the fight, and that ain't easy, but he has a big mana potion. Can he finally dispel against the wolves? Yes, would love to see breakers, but I guess he has no time nor the resources to go for it. The Stormbolt is a very, very valuable weapon. This time he couldn't dodge it. But of course he's losing units left, right, and center. Keep the TC safe. And for once, it's the Farseer carrying this fight. TC is once again getting kinda risky. Can he brute force the Great Hall and then just escape while controlling? Nice one of the win. While, oh, nice dispel. Oh, dodges, like, fakes the Stormbolt to gives him the invul, and now it's hammer time soon. TC for how long? Oh my god, what a beautiful, beautiful play by Blade. He's down in the dumpster supply-wise and echo-wise, but my god, was that 200 IQ and beautifully executed. Oh my god, he's killing the second hero as well. Stormbolt galore. No way. Stormbolt cooldown off in 3, 2, 1. Wow, that purge though. Hitman catching quite a break here. And this series is officially awesome. What's happening here in the north? Grunts all slowed, can't connect. Would love to have this army here, of course. CC, not really a threat, but important in providing this aura to catch up with movement speed. Now the grunts are here, trying to block. Oh my god, the next hero kill is probably the end of this game. Stormbolt on a wolf. Haven't seen that in a while. Absolute bloodbath. Level 3 chain lightning. MK close to 6. Did he repair? He never repaired the Great Hall. Okay, well that's a couple of pickups here and there. Oh my god, that was gorgeous. Pump fake into invul, into one of the wind, into everything. Play of the tournament, play of the day. Okay, Book of the Dead here. Hell, it's only single target damage, I guess. Ultimate and Mountain King. Brothers in arms. It's all up to them. And this time the TC can connect. And this time every single chain lightning does 1,000 damage. And Blade, oh man. You played great, but I think there's no way, but you never know. Yeah, it's just, this AoE is just too crazy. GG. Oh, what a beautiful game. What a wonderful, wonderful game. Hitman takes Tidehunters and the lead. Blade gets the play of the day, that's for sure. And we get game 4. Oh man, these two are good Warcraft players, I can tell you that much. I don't know much about this game when it comes to the ins and out, but I know a good Warcraft player if I see him. Played this game with Stormbolt and almost wins. He was tanky, eh? Late game. Rings are not bad. But then there's spell damage. And spell damage is pretty good. Man, Blades moves this series. First, he builds a Manor Town Hall. Then he just buys this Book of the Dead for whatever reason. Fun series. Definitely worth for the last Gold Cup. Hitman has match points. Oh man. 53 weeks. Never an American champion. Is it time now? Just one map away. Blade has to come up with his Ultra A game. Farseer, Headhunter, Archmage, Footman. That's not changing. Psysonic's long-lasting support for our channel is also not changing. Another 200 bits. Exciting final bouts. I think... When did he decide to go for this build. Psycho boy, thank you for the prime. Was there a fight where he had no mana and he thought I need this boost now and went bash? Turned out great in some situations, but in the bigger scheme of things, still would have probably been better to go clap.
A player's forces are under attack.
Anyway, Blade has to win 2 maps in a row. Which is rough, but it's Blade. He can make it work. And that is let's go game 5 inventory if I ever saw one. Someone wants to make up for a lot of rings and things. Okay, Blade, here, let's do some damage. Yeah, it's probably the time now to grab a beer or refill your snacks. But Blade, like stung by a wild hornet, right? Like, okay, I got damage items. I need to go into that base and do damage there. That's exactly what it does. No shop yet to easy kill. No burrow in progress to easy kill. Ooh, there's still some surface area, but Hitman blocks this nicely. But now, 4 footmen can connect. I think the 5th one has no chance. And we have a base race.
A player's forces are under attack.
Somehow, after 3 minutes 50, we have a base race and we got ourselves a triple kill. And this burrow is still standing for how long and how much damage is there? The wolf, come on, get another one. No, escapes rather. Burrow is gone for Hitman as well. He's supply blocked, but I think he has some time. But Blade, is this just it?
A town is under siege.
Did they both got rabies between these games? Nobody's portaling. Hitman definitely has the better economy left. Like, by far. By effing far. Hitman at the moment can't build anything. He has the resource, though. And that's level 3. I think this final is over in a second. Oh my god, what a bad call. Apology to everyone who went for a beer or to refill snacks, because it turned out we're not doing that late game stuff. We're not even doing that mid game stuff. We're just doing this bare knuckle box fight stuff. Skelly, thank you for the sub. Who would have loved to have these spikes earlier, eh? How do you recover from this? Grunt transition as well. So smart to see this big opening. That Blade leaves if he goes for an attack. And of course, he gotta wake up creeps. Okay. Go.
A player's forces are under attack.
There is absolutely no lumber whatsoever for anything in the near future. I mean, Hitman, he's hurt as well. He's not looking fresh as a daisy. He's limping, he's bruised. But it's a little easier to recover. That's quite a big difference in resource. Blade ain't giving up, eh? Panda second this time. MK did him so well, but it's time to shake things up. And it's back to AoE and a little easier to hit AoE. That's a good attack, actually. He needs to go through with this attack, and he does. Footmen are hurting. He has no TP. He used that before. This panda is on a suicide mission. I think there's no time for a staff. Archmage dead. Panda won't get out there as well. Hitman takes the gift and is the last ever Gold Cup winner after 52 episodes or 53 episodes. We finally got our American winner in Victor Lin, top 4 finisher at DreamHack, top 1 finisher in Gold Cup 53. Congrats, that was well deserved. That was a fun one. It was a fun cup in total. It was a fun final, starting with X-Lord, then seeing 3 games of Hitman. Kind of rare, but definitely entertaining. And yeah, there is apparently a small chance that the cups continue, but we shouldn't really bank on the fact. So I asked you guys, after we witnessed this glorious, glorious tournament, on WC3 Reddit, there's a thread, it's stickied. This week's 4-player cups are labeled as potentially last. What would you like to see instead? And I will monitor this. I want to know what you would like to see, where you would like to participate in, what the best schedule is. Should there be multiple cups, a max elo? So just like now where we have bronze, silver and gold. What would make you play these cups? It's not about reinventing the wheel. It's about perfecting what we already know. But if you have a good idea to reinvent the wheel, then let's reinvent the wheel, right? So the roadmap is we finish gold, silver, bronze cup this week. Then we take a tiny bit of a break for like New Year's, and then in early 2022 we revive back to Warcraft cups in whatever form or shape or fashion. So I guess we had a couple of new ones. Oh, Hippo actually made a new account for this one. Weekends are somehow better weekday times for the Americas. Weekends, I said this before, kind of hard for us because usually we have bigger tournaments at the weekend. Yo, Hitman in chat, congrats. Yeah, so I will monitor this and we will come up with what we think is best, and then hopefully we create something cool together. If we see more X-Lord and Hitman in weekly cups, I wouldn't mind. If I see more 1000 bits from Burrow Rush saying NA Gold, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, it was cool to see Hitman play again. Really was. Next up in the Warcraft world, tomorrow, Bronze Cup for all you guys out there. Maybe I take part if my hand's not hurting too much. Thursday, Silver Cup, then 2 days off for New Year's, and soon, TM, very soon, TM, War3 Champions Season 9 Finals. Gonna be good, I promise. And with that, I hope you had a wonderful evening. Shout out to the 4Players for sponsoring these cups. Shout out to the admins for running these cups. New Hero, Ember, MF. And shout out to everyone else involved. And shout out to you guys for watching and supporting and everything. Smile on my face. Even though, you know, whatever. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.